Moving on, we have focused on enhancing the analytic platform to deliver a smoother and more insightful experience. The user interface has been modernized for easier data exploration, and we have significantly improved system stability and performance. Additionally, we have also new backup options that have been added to ensure faster recovery and greater reliability. Previously, if you recall, all times were shown in UTC, which could have caused some confusion. Now exports reflect the local time zone, improving clarity and, of course, using the user experience as well. So this enhancement applies across the analytic steps, so for new report creations and exports. Furthermore, the reprint jobs report is now available under analytics exports. The flagged items table also now includes both the original batch number and the original batch event for better traceability. In the batch sheet manifest, you will now also find the original batch number and the reprint reason, helping clarity of context for each reprint. All right, with our latest updates, we have made some significant improvements in the order management process. The entire production flow is now more seamless, from order submission to the final output, ensuring a smoother experience for all the users. We have introduced the new CSV-based tool that allows you to upload multiple orders at once, making the submission process much faster and more efficient. You can download a sample of the CSV file directly from our knowledge zone documentation. So this helps you start easily to submit via CSV. This tool connects, of course, to the new API endpoint, which helps reduce errors, ensures compatibility with the latest features and computed attributes. One of the key benefits is flexibility. You can now include fields that aren't available when submitting single orders, such as the component ID. So essentially, any field available through the API can now be filled directly in Excel, giving you the full control over the order's details in bulk. Secondly, we have introduced the pending order trigger. This allows to pass all order data to an external system before it enters production. It also opens up to integration possibilities with external systems, helping reducing errors and streamlining workflows. Overall, it's a smarter, more flexible way to manage pending orders via the notification tool. This was a very long to ask feature. Reprints per source accounts is now available, and that this allows reprint only for certain source accounts and gives more control over the customization for order handling. All right, sorry, I forgot to show you the order pending. It's available on the setup triggers. And then in the setup settings, account settings system, here you have the custom reprints per source account. Let's take a look at some of the key enhancements in the prepress area. First, we have continued to strengthen seamless end-to-end production with faster processing and tighter system connectivity. These upgrades reduce latency and improve throughput, especially under peak load conditions. We have upgraded to Callas PDF Toolbox version 15, which brings improved file validation and broader compatibility. This ensures that incoming files are processed more reliably, reducing the risk of errors and manual intervention. A major usability upgrade is the custom thumbnail configuration. You can now define thumbnails with specific page numbers, mirroring options, PDF box visibility, spot color suppression. This helps operator visually verify components more accurately, reducing the number of misprinted or poorly produced items. You can review this in detail in our YouTube channel. We're going to post it now in the chat. We have this YouTube channel where we post all our previous webinars contents. This one specifically, we have went through the thumbnail customization back in April in our service cast number 6, automation workflows, support, and product updates. Awesome. All right, let me walk you through the feature highlights section now. Before moving on to the production area, we just wanted to mention that Ultimate impostrip integration beta version is coming soon, and we are looking for volunteers to test the ability to get feedback from your local Ultimate impostrip server in SiteFlow to know if the batches have been imposed successfully and send your impose files automatically from SiteFlow once the imposition is completed. So if you are interested in testing the beta version, please contact us in support. Alrighty, moving into the production area. Our focus has been on reducing manual intervention and reinforcing end-to-end execution. We have rolled out the device agent version 8.6, replacing legacy agents with a more secure and performant version. These upgrades improve system stability, enhances security posture, and reduces the likelihood of device-related disruptions. Furthermore, we have also put in place the new basic scheduling option, which allows operators to sort batches in the work to list based on their event SLAs, independent of the scheduler planning logic. This makes it easier to prioritize urgent jobs and stay aligned with SLA commitments, especially useful during high volume periods. We have also added the ability to save your work to list sorting preferences, whether you sort by quantity, reprint, duration, attribute, or device, single item batch, your settings now will persist. This eliminates the need to reconfigure each time. These production enhancements reduce the manual effort, improve prioritization, and ensure that your production floor runs smoothly. In this section, we are focusing on automation and traceability. This part has been thoroughly reviewed in our last webinar as well, back in April, the automation workflow support and product updates. These features are designed to reduce the manual effort, improve device coordination, and give you a deeper visibility into operator actions and batch level performance. We have introduced the auto-send for multiple JDFs, which automates the distribution of different JDFs templates to multiple devices for a single component. This streamlines device coordination, reduces manual configuration, and minimizes also the risk of routing errors, especially in complex production environments. With the sub-batch JMF response, you now also get real-time tracking with triggers and auto-completion in SiteFlow for HP JMF compatible devices. And we have also enhanced the sub-batch scanned trigger by adding operator username. These upgrades are all about precision, automation, and insights. All right, continuing on production. We only had one toast for the error message for both sending to device and printing the batch sheet, causing some confusion as on where the error was. But now we have enhanced the send to device process with clearer error messages and more informative sub-batch tags in the work to list. Further to this, we have also a new send status filter on the batch list, which helps distinguish between sent status, batches that have been successfully sent, the pending status, which are batches that have been sent but not yet consumed by the end device, error, failed in being sent to the device, and scheduled, so the ones that have, for instance, the auto-send 3 hours after the batch has closed. So this gives you better visibility into where the job stands and helps reducing the time spent troubleshooting. We have also expanded the batch sheet manifest capabilities. So the job limit has been increased now to 200 jobs per batch. There are new fields that have been added, including shipment details, item descriptions, original batch numbers, and reprint reasons. These additions make it easier actually to track jobs throughout production and post-production as well, improving traceability and auditability. All right, I'll stop sharing now and leave the next part concerning the shipping enhancements to Tracy.
Thank you, Novella. Can you guys wait?
Almost there.
Wait for it.
Perfect.
Good. Okay. All right. For the shipping section, we all know that shipping is the most used section in the system, which means that the section receives the most feedback from our users. This year, we have added several important improvements, including the shipping rule sets. This functionality allows for shipping methods to be chosen based on logic, allowing the order data to be minimal, but maximizing the options for the PSP. As well, ShipEngine, newly named ShipStation API, has been integrated. This type of integration allows for users to manage many carrier accounts in one place with a subscription to ShipStation API. The key benefits here are the shipping orders and generating manifests directly from SiteFlow, the ability to do that from SiteFlow. More than 100 carriers are available worldwide to integrate with. This integration also performs a US address validation when generating the shipping label. And additionally, there are other API calls available outside of SiteFlow, such as rate quotes and tracking status. Another exciting enhancement is with dynamic unit weight and unit cost formulas. You now have the choice to override all settings and order data using a formula to calculate the unit weight based on the logic and specific data points. With the combination of usernames now visible in the order logs when a shipment is shipped and a new reconciled trigger, analyzing efficiencies and troubleshooting has been improved. Maybe the most requested improvements is in the quality control area and accuracy. We've achieved this by adding a thumbnail and SKU to the shipping wall. The print button, and you also have the ability to remove some functionality to reduce errors by some of those are the print button for the labels, removing the shipping method hyperlink, so there you can no longer edit a shipping method from the dispatch station, and removing the shipping station dropdown, which will help with printing to the correct printer and your labels don't get lost. 1 second while I switch over, we'll take a look at SiteFlow. Okay, first we'll start with the configuration related enhancements. So the unit weight, the unit cost, rule sets, and we'll take a peek at ShipEngine. So first, under the product details, we have the new option to create a dynamic formula to define the unit weight by clicking the FX button. Here we have maths, dates, logic, as well as data options similar to the calculated attributes to create a formula that will return a value to be used in the unit weight in the shipment at the in the package data. This calculation is done at the time of dispatch. So we have maths, dates, logic. Let's say that you have an attribute, pages, and that weight is based on the number of pages. You could take that value from the attribute, multiply it by the cost of the page, say the cost of the page, the weight of the page. And if we have 100 pages, then you have an output of 10, and in this case, it's grams. because the formula that I mean the setting in the setup tab, so it follows the weight unit measure in the setup tab. All right, so next we have the SKU, where we can have the same option with this FX button to build a formula for the cost. The same as before, you click on the FX and build a formula that will return a value for the unit cost. So same maths, dates, logic, order, item, content, and shipment. Let's say you give it costs less to produce when the order has more items. So you would have your item quantity. Let's do a logic. Let's say if the item quantity is greater than or equal to 100, then the cost is 1, else it's 3. So we can see it here. Item cost, let's see, the quantity is 80, the cost is 3, whereas over 100, we get cost of 1. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at the ShipEngine integration. So under the setup tab, you have the option to create a connection. So here, setup, integrations. You have the option to create a connection with ShipEngine here. When clicking on the create connection button, you can connect your ShipEngine account and then test the connection as well. And the shipping methods, we now have the option to create a new ShipEngine shipping method. You can see the options available here. We have the connection name, carrier service, and then here's where you would add your validation. Let's see. So one of my favorite additions, I think, here is with the rule sets. Previously, we had we offered a set of conditions that could choose a shipping method, but there was no visibility for our customers. And now you have the ability within the UI to create those rule sets. So for here, you would add in your source account. You must, the alias is required. So we'll make this a test alias. And a service group. Then from there, you can choose all or any and build your conditions. So for this one, we'll create a rule where if the ship to country is the US, and let's say the ship to state is Georgia, then we'll deliver for the customer. Otherwise, we'll have them pick up. So you can choose which method you want to use based on many different variables, weight, value, dimensions, volume. All right. Now, moving on to the QC, we can see now in the shipping wall thumbnails and the SKU information as well. In our configuration, stations configuration, this is where we can edit the ability or the permissions for your operators. Okay, so under the dispatch, we can now turn off the print button, which appears after the shipment has been dispatched. Under shipment details, we have the ability to remove the hyperlink. You can see here. This is, you can either click this to navigate to the shipping method, or when it's turned off, you don't. And then we have the ability under advanced to turn off the ability to change the shipping station. So you can see it changing here. All right. Now, finally, we'll take a look at the postbacks for a reconciled trigger. Once the shipment is reconciled and after the shipment is shipped. I'm not sure my reconciled trigger is completely set up, so we'll see. We'll go to our shipping station and we'll scan the shipment to complete. And dispatch. And at the order, I believe I've already got it open. Here's where you would see the reconcile, postback sent with the payload. And then in the order logs, you can see that I was the one that shipped the shipment. Okay. Just close this down here. Here we go.